What the heck? I don't like using, I don't like being on PokerStars using OBS to record because it's kind of screwy. It's kind of screwy. It doesn't show the board completely. I can't. I have to actually have OBS open behind the PokerStars screen, unless I'm doing something wrong, but I don't think I am. I don't think I am. I literally have to have it open behind the PokerStars screen. Because it's software. It's not, I'm not on a web page. So we'll see what, I don't want that. So we'll see what happens. I know it's recording okay. Is my mic on? Oh, geez, I touch the screen. It takes the screen away. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm not able to put both screens on the screen. 5-minute break. Good God. I just jumped into this tournament a little bit late. I'm in 33rd of 424. I forgot about there was a tournament coming up that I wanted to look at. And I'm in it. I came in, I think, on 20-40 blinds. It was running just for a little bit, not all that long. We're at 30-60 now, and I figured I'd record it. See how I do. I have finished in the money in every tournament I've played so far since I started playing on PokerStars again. Since Lena had Penny and Amy and Mantic Coins all talk to me about the tournament that they have. And I haven't played on PokerStars in a long time. I kind of gave up on it. I played at all of them all the way back to Ultimate Bet. There was another one, Paradise Poker, I think it was, way the hell back, 15, 18 years ago, something like that. But I played on all of them at one time or another. PokerNet, PokerStars, 888 Poker, all of them. And I think the best I've done, I had a sit and go. I played, came in second, came in 13th, 6th, 19th, 4th. I can't remember. I played so many of them in the last 3 days. It's just a waste of time. Tired of going through coins. I'm not tired of it, but I had to take a break. Went through another box of pennies tonight. I'll be putting the video up for. Got 16 dimes in it. There was 14 dimes in one roll. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know. I mean, surely when you're counting your pennies to put them in rolls, you can see what you're counting, I would imagine. But there was 14 in one roll and a dime in 2 of each of the other rolls. So 16 dimes total. So for $50 or $25 in pennies, I got, what did I just say, 26.20, which is okay, I guess. Or 26.60, I'm sorry. Oh, I don't know why we have to take breaks on these tournaments. It's only been running for a while. They take a break quite often. Every half hour, every hour? I don't know. I don't know when late registration stops. One guy, where Sadie is sitting right now, Sadie 66. Where's she from? She's from Germany, and the guy above her is from Canada. Fortune Run is from Spain. Reckles Bet is United States, as is the guy below him is from Italy. But where Sadie 66 is sitting now, there was a guy went all in, and two people called him. The guy up top won, and he came right back. I guess he bought in right away, and he came right back to the same seat, oddly, and he went all in again. I had ace nine, no ace, yeah, ace nine. I said, what the hell? And I had the ace of spades, nine of diamonds, I think it was. Three spades flop, and a spade turn, so I had the nut flush. And one other person called in with about 700, so I more than doubled up there. And had a couple of good hands after that. Now it's just a slow roll to get to where we're going. 168 places paid out in this one. So it's a long ways before. But some of these guys, they're sad how they play. They just, all in, all in, all in, all in. They get a pocket pair, a low pocket pair, threes, fives, whatever. And they'll go all in. 4 or 5 people call them anyhow because they're all crazy. Now I say, that a lot of them say, well, it's free chips. Well, if you're going to play poker, play poker. Don't just play toss and hope. I hate when people play that way, but it's always going to happen. But of all the places I've played, PokerStars is the best because when you do get into a tournament, when you get into a cash tournament, which you can't do in New York State anymore because of all the fiasco from ultimatebet.com and everything else that went down during the days back when, they won't allow poker to be played for cash in New York State anymore, which I know they were really trying to fight it to get it in legislature, but it's not going to happen. I don't think it'll happen anytime soon if it does happen. It would be nice. Come on, nice turbo, you're disconnected. Get out of there. I do like the time limit on the tables here too. They don't fart around like you think, and if you do disconnect, they don't allow you to reconnect for up to, God, I can't remember what site it was. It was sit there for 60 seconds waiting for somebody to reconnect. So lots of times people in other countries, because of the servers and everything and how poorly the system was run, you'd be sitting here half the night waiting to play a hand. But overall, the players here are generally pretty good. I mean, they play kind of like if they were playing in a cash game, and not too much tomfoolery. I never had the chat on. Once in a while I'll go over there and see if somebody's saying, but it pops over their seat as well. I hate that. Look at that. There you go. Oh no, I thought sure as heck he was going to hit it straight. Hate pocket aces. Hate them. I've had them a few times. Three times I think in the tournaments I've played. And, only once did I win with them. Seems like the queen is the one though. When you got ace queen, it seems like that queen will pop up more often than not. Trying to see if there's any kind of pattern to the algorithm here. I haven't played enough to really catch. Dan Negrano would have played that hand if it was suited. Just had pocket fives a little bit ago, and I almost called it all in. I thought, nah, I'm going to play this. Somebody goes nuts. I got the jack. I'll bet it and see what happens. That queen of clubs is a nasty. Is he chasing diamonds? That'll take me down to 4,000, 3,097, 997. I'm going to try it. No, he's got a nice kicker. Okay. Good for you. That could have been a 10. Would have given me a straight, but no. That's all right. It's early in the tournament. Lots of time to make mistakes. Lots of times to hit a hand. Lots of times to buy a hand. And I will buy a hand too. You get an idea how people play. Watch how long they take the call. You pretty much tell if they're gonna fold or not if you make a big bet. Sometimes, unless they're laying low. Just gotta feel them out. Damn queen of clubs, I get that so much in my hand. Maybe 8 queen will be better than jack 7, or jack 8. Don't raise, just go. Shit. Pocket kings. That's what I'm guessing. This is a marginal hand. Should have just bet 3 times. It's the same thing. Come on, Sadie. She checked too fast. She doesn't have anything. You gotta wait, honey. If that is a girl, you gotta wait. You can't just go in there and pound check right away. I usually don't play dry aces, ace 7 down. And that's why. I won't call with that. This is another hand I'm not real fond of. I'm not going to bet that. I'll let him play. Yeah, maybe I should have. He's going to bet bigger now to get me out. I hope he doesn't have a queen. Jack ain't doing me any good anyhow. He was trying to buy it. Try to buy it with that king, huh? Didn't do you any good, did it? Put a 7 up there. I'll call for a 7, just for the heck of it, unless Hot Shot up there is trying to buy another one. Another thing that I have found on all the sites that have poker in their algorithms, which there are no such thing as random ones, and you can really go to scientifically study that, there is no such thing as a random algorithm. When you have you have an open end on the flop, the next card generally, the turn will generally pair the board. I don't see that as prevalent on PokerStars as all the other ones. Full flush, all the other places and they're gone too because they were crooked. And I had a balance there, which I'll never see because even though there is a class action suit, the people that ran that place are in different countries and all over the place, so they're gone. But you have an open end on the flop, oftentimes majority, percentage-wise anyhow, the turn would pair the board. And I started talking about this in chat, especially on Ultimate Bet. The people at Ultimate Bet caught on to me understanding their algorithm, and I got thrown out of the cash games, banned from the cash games. And then it was 8 months, 10 months later, they ultimately, Ultimate Bet, they ultimately went down due to some fraud and other things going on. People would say to me in chat that oh, you work there, you're an employee of Ultimate Bet, sitting on a table from an office or something. I assured him I wasn't. It was just easy to learn their algorithm. And I'm trying to see if there's a pattern to PokerStars. I don't think there is. I haven't, as yet, seen anything that's consistent with anything I've seen in the past. So I don't know. This guy bets everything. You know, he buys a lot of shit. And I'll let him have this one anyhow because I really don't have nothing to go on. Excuse me. I just hope someday that they can come back and we can play cash here. And I hope I don't ever see any kind of pattern in their algorithms that will show something that you can. Another thing about ultimatebet.com. If you were dealt, this guy does it every hand, you guys, right after the flop. He bets big. If I had a pair, even if I had the 4, I would have called him. If you had 2-6 or 2-7 of clubs at ultimatebet.com, go all in. You'd win every time. You'd either win with a full house or you'd hit a flush where nobody else had 2 clubs in their hand. And it was given. That's one thing that I had. I guess I'll live. One thing that I learned, and it was true every single time. I wish I could just hit the fold button because that's what I'd be hitting. Now you put the 9 up there, I'm not going to call even with a straight because somebody would have certainly had the queen high, or the king high with the queen. And there it is. Not a straight, but he had the queen. I'm going to bump this. Well, no, I won't. I'll just. I thought Sadie was going to go all in anyhow. Need that lowly 10. Click it. Don't see a whole heck of a lot of spades, at least not that I've been playing. You could have put a 6 up there. You could have put a 10 up there. Do I try and buy this one if Sadie doesn't? I'll let him think about it for a minute. I'm probably going to get burnt. Yep, I got burnt. I knew somebody would call. Well, sure, he had the straight. Son of a bitch. Didn't he? He sure did. I got burnt. Why didn't he bet that? I know he was waiting for somebody else to bet so he could go after him, but what was on the board? I don't remember shit. He had a straight to the 8. Okay, all right. But he got it on a river. I should have bet just a little less. That's okay. Long ways to go. I was down to under 400 last night with, oh gosh, I think 112 still in, and I got back up and made it out in the 13th spot. Why can't I raise again? What the hell kind of shit is this? Why can't I raise again? What is that? How come I didn't have the option to raise over that all in? That's bullshit. Well, there's a jack, there's a 4. It happens so often. You mark my words. Mark my words. I think the king's coming on the river. Oh, there's my ace. Son of a bitch. There's my king. I knew the king would come on the river with the jack on the first card of the flop. Son of a bitch. You know what? I am seeing things a little bit here and there. I suppose I should write some of this crap down, because if I am seeing any kind of pattern, I don't want to play on here, because I don't want to play with the guys because it would be cheating. Unless I told them the same things, then I would. I wouldn't play without telling them what I've been observing. Jack 4, mark my words, Jack 4. They come together on the flop very often on this site, as they always did on every other site. Now, here's how algorithms work for poker. They actually have programmers put in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hands. And so there's the Queen of Clubs, which I get my hand first card often. You'd have to watch me play, but you would see that I get it first card in my hand all the time. But they put in hundreds of hands, thousands of hands, and that's how they come up. See 6, 7, 8, 9, boom, pair the board. Rather than give him his card, I know that's not. Here's a Dan Negreanu hand. Rather than give him this card, I know that sounds weird, but that's the way a lot of these algorithms work too. I don't know if programmers do it that way to get, son of a bitch. You know what? I think I got him. I really do. I think I got him. I really think I have him. He's going to let the time run out, or is he going to go in with his pair of eights or pair of sevens? No. But I don't know if they do it that way, if it's programmed that way, or if it's just a coincidence, but it's a coincidence on every site. Open end on a flop, the turn pairs the board. Not the majority, but more often than not. I'll say it that way. The same thing if the turn gives you an open end straight. Now see this. Now let's see if I do in fact, if this pairs the board. I hope somebody doesn't go crazy and go all in so nobody calls. But let's just see. Please, somebody call him. Okay, I'll get out. I won't take the chance of the board pairing and me not getting my straight, but let's see if it happens. It didn't happen. But listen, I needed a 8 or a 3, and it went one above. Now, I should have said that too. Probably now you're thinking, oh yeah, well you're saying this, but no, it's true. Either it pairs the board or it's one away from your straight. It's one away. If you have 3, 4, and 5, 6 comes up, rather than a deuce or a 7, an 8 or the ace will come up. Just watch. Watch, observe. Don't even play a table. Just sit and watch a table play. Do that and see if you don't see a pattern as well. Jesus, I might not upload this right away. I might wait a bit and see, because I would hate like heck to start announcing this stuff again like I did with ultimatebet.com and then end up getting kicked out of PokerStars, because this is one site I would not want to leave. Jack 4. This is not a good hand generally. Queen 9. Not here. This guy probably will raise. You see his nice turbo not playing too awful hard. I think he might have the king. He's going to raise me. I'm afraid of his raise. I've got the queen, my friend. Call me and see. He's probably thinking of bluffing. I think he might call. No, I'm surprised I hit the straight, to be honest with you. Now it's time to fold rather than even limp in, because cards are going to switch up. There's patterns. Rather than just sit and play, I sit and I assess and calculate, because there is no such thing as a random generator. It just cannot. It can't be done. That was the two of clubs I'd call just to see if it would trigger that weird stuff. Ultimate Bet, and there's another thing. The software written for ultimatebet.com was written for poker.net, was it? Poker.net? 888 had the same thing, except for the deuce seven of clubs. They had the same exact random, right on a money, if you had an open end straight on the flop, the next card paired, or was one away from your straight. Not five away, not three away, one away from your straight. Every single time. Not random, I don't want to use the word random. Not occasionally, every time. Every time. It was like they even programmed it that way. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I was kind of hoping Reckles, whatever the hell that was up there, I was kind of hoping he'd beat him, but he had his 10. We play long enough. I'll take him out. Full flush poker, I played there. They had pretty much the same software as Ultimate did. It played out the same way, and I was telling people in chat, and they finally caught on, and everybody was talking about it. But they took a lot of people's money. I got a call just to go ahead. I hope I can go heads up with him, unless this guy goes all in. I need his 10. I got a pair. Is he representing that ace on his raise, pre-flop raise? Who checked? Who just checked? I'll call you. Oh, okay. See, he was more cautious though. He had pocket tens, but he was worried that I had the queen, I guess. He hasn't been playing that way early on. Ah, shit. I don't know how many times I've seen on this site three of a kind. So many times, especially in Omaha. I love Omaha. I think I would rather play Omaha than I would Oldham. It's definitely more of a favorite hand. High low is okay, but if you play with morons who constantly raise the low, you're just going to end up losing money before the night's over. You can have four lows. You can have four lows in Omaha, but you could basically only have one high, two, if it's straight, something like that. But no, low spits. Generally, there's only one high hand. Sometimes they do share the high hand, but low definitely splits part of the pot. Harry Linpo. I think he'll call just. No, I thought he would call just because he wants to go ahead. I think he's mad at me. I'm going to buy one from him here pretty soon. I'm just going to buy one with junk. There's my hand from last time. I wish he had called and that would have flopped. I would have checked the hell out of that till the river. Well, if I'd seen that come up, I would have definitely gone in pretty heavy. Like I won a tournament with that hand, Queen 7 one time, and Charlie Bennett, the guy I was sitting next to, man, was he mad as hell because he went all in with pocket kings, and I don't even know what. Well, no, he went all in after after the flop. It was 7, so I hit the 7 and something else. I don't remember what the flop was, but he went all in, and I called him because I had the 7, and the queen hit the river. Man, was he mad! He was mad, and it was a big pot. God, just I hate getting such dry aces all the time. You see that on the blind, if they even think that way. Thank you. That's how you get it. If they look, you know, a lot of players just play. Okay, he's betting the 5-5-3, whatever. But a lot of players will look over and say, well, shit, he's on the blind. He probably has crap cards. Oh, look who's here. Mr. Representation of an ace. I guarantee he doesn't have one. The other guy wasn't in there. I might have played with him. Oh, now they're all checking. What horrible fucking amateur is playing? Damn, he did have the ace. We're down to the money already almost. I'm not doing so hot. I'm an 80th and 173. That's not where I usually am at this point. Usually a little bit better. Maybe I would be around 60th. But that's all right. I screwed up with that one hand. Geez, I really want to play with Lemonhead and them guys. He's got an auction tonight, so he won't be playing. He's got, what time is it? 7:30. He'll probably have the auction until at least 1 o'clock. Maybe I'll start a channel. Maybe I'll start a channel on PokerStars or on Twitch, I should say, not PokerStars, and link a channel and start a poker thing. There's a lot of guys I know that play anyhow. We could all do that. King 7, no thank you. Oh wait, he's out, she's out, he's out, they're out. I'm not betting that. Another thing I've noticed about the site, oh my God, ain't that a bitch when that happens? And that's even more of a bitch when that happens, when you hit a set, somebody hits a set, and then 4 friggin' of the same suit, turn and river bang, just pop out the last card in the flop. Another thing to watch. Another thing to watch for. Not so much watch for it, but it happens. You won't see the turn and river match the second card or the first card of the flop even a fraction of how many times the third card of the flop will match the turn and river suit-wise. Happens all the time with online poker. Just so often. And it doesn't happen with the first or second card of the flop. And I used to sit down and have a ledger and write all this crap down when I was playing at Ultimate Bet, because it took me about, I think I was probably on there for 3 or 4 months before I realized, what the hell's going on, man? Every time I have an open-end straight on the flop, and I'll bet or I'll call or I'll raise, and the next card pairs the board. Or the next, look at this, 8 queen on the river and turn. Or the next card, now it's the second time I've had this hand, will be 1 away from my straight. I finally caught on to that and started watching as I was playing and folding the open-end straights and realizing that's where I was losing a lot of money. So it happens. And did we make it to the, yeah, we're in the money already. Oh, what is this shit? Jacks, queens, and kings. What do you think? Or does he have the infamous big slick? I'll get out of there. Sixes again. Those fives are going to hold up. Son of a bitch, man. That's really something. Wait, what was that? There's no rewind, is there? Hey, Dan Negreanu hand. Deuce three of clubs. Fold. Get out. Deuce three of clubs. I'm going to bet it. I got four of them. Come on, Harry. Thank you. I probably don't want to call this hand, but I will if nobody raises. Now you raised, didn't you? You don't play hands like that when you're getting closer to the end. I'm still in 80th place, man. What's going on here? Jesus, boy, somebody's got something here. Everybody's calling. Oh, Harry, you're going to bow out now? Harry. Oh, ain't that a bitch? Come on, I've been hovering between 4,000 and 5,000 for the last 30 hands. What the hell's going on here? Let's push. Let's push a little. Oh God, I hope he doesn't have the ace. I love doing that to him. I just love doing that to him. Shit. He checked kind of quick. Now remember, that wasn't. He had a gut shot with a 2, 4, 5 up there. So that river card isn't going to be one away. Look at that. I got a pair of fives with those aces. You know, I have an ace on the big blind almost every hand. The last 4 or 5 big blinds. Son of a bitch! You're taking my money, man. That's $400. Ah, screw you. Oh hell! I'll call a little one. Wish that king was a damn club. No dry aces, not this far into a tournament, not this position either. It's fast play on PokerStars. I like that. You have much better players here than those other sites that just get a bunch of riffraff and don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they just get out there and call each other names. You ever see the language used on these places? Some of the other sites that are around. What do I have? I forgot already. Okay, I thought I had the ace of clubs too. Well, I probably would have called ace 3 of clubs. Yeah, wish I had. Had a straight flush last night, 10 high. Call him. I want to see the 3 of clubs pops out. Or the 4 of clubs. I don't think it will. Any 4 would be nice. Oh, Fortune 1. I think you're going to lead this hand, aren't you? No? Oh! And he was the aggressor since I came to this table. And he just sucked it right out of the window. Harry Limpio, huh? Harry Limpio. What the hell does that even mean? We're going to pop this one up a little bit. I hate this hand more than most hands. More than most hands. And it's going to lose. If anybody calls me, I guarantee it's going to lose. No, maybe not. Maybe not. 1200? Let's do this, people. I have to go all in. God, cross your fingers for me, everybody. He wants a 10. He wants whatever. And neither. Oh, fuck me. You gotta be shitting me. You call for that kind of shit? You fucking idiot. This far into the tournament, you look for a fucking. Oh, man. Well, that's what happens. That's what happens. Man, if I. That's disgusting putting that screen up there. Well, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to upload that. I'm going to put a really strong warning. See ya. Play another one later tonight.